Hey fiddlers, welcome to this month's video. This month we are learning one of the first tunes I ever learned. It's called 100 Pipers and it is a Scottish jig. Also happens to be one of my mom's favorite tunes, so Mama Faiella, this one's for you. As always, we're going to learn the tune and the variation today. If you want printable sheet music and practice tracks to go along with this fiddle lesson, you can check that out at the link in the description. So at that link, you can get the tune, variation, a harmony part, backup parts, and a chord chart. That's especially great if you have friends who also play the fiddle because you can play along with them and you can all take different parts of the tune. And eventually form a band and make zillions of dollars since, of course, that is why we all become Celtic folk musicians. Also at that link in the description, you'll find fiddle lesson videos, practice tracks, and sheet music for a whole bunch of other tunes. Okay, let's dive right in. We're going to learn 100 Pipers. So first off, let's give this tune a listen. Okay, so that's what the tune sounds like. I recommend listening to it a few times so you get really familiar with it, and that's going to help make it a lot easier to learn. I'm going to be teaching this tune today by call and response, so I'll play a little piece of the tune. You can try and play it back. If you want help learning by ear, I made a video about that very thing. So it should be linked somewhere above my head. So first off, let's figure out what key we're in. That'll tell us where we're going to place our left-hand fingers. We are in the key of A major today, so that scale is actually pretty easy peasy. You're starting on your open A, you're just gonna go A, first finger, second, third, open E, first finger, second finger, and third finger. And there are no funky finger placements in this tune, so we don't have like a low first finger or high third finger. None of that nonsense. All right, that was easy enough. Now let's just get a preview of the key signature for this tune. 100 Pipers is a jig, and jigs are in 6/8 time. That means there are 6/8 notes per measure. But the way we usually feel a jig is sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So those two groups of three. On an open string, that would sound something like this. So you have that sort of feeling of 2 beats per measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 1, 2. So now we've got the key signature, we've got the time signature. Let's go right ahead and learn our tune. As with many fiddle tunes, this has an A part and a B part, and we're gonna play each one of those twice. Let's start out with our A part, and we're gonna play that first phrase. This is what it's gonna sound like. So 1, 2, 3. All right, so here are the finger numbers for that. It starts on your open A and it goes open, 1, 2, and then it goes down to your first finger on the D and goes 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, then back to the open A. A. So let's try that. 1, 2, 3. One more time. All right, let's move on to the next phrase of the tune, and it's gonna sound something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so that starts with your first finger on E. It'll go 1, open, then over to the second finger on A, 2, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 1, 1. Let's put that together. 1, 2, 3, 4. And one more time. All right, let's go back to the beginning of the tune. We're going to play everything that we have learned so far, starting with that open A string. 1, 2, 3. All right, nice job. Let's go ahead and we're gonna learn the next phrase. The nice thing about the next phrase is it's essentially the same as the first phrase. So it starts with that open A and it'll sound like this. 1, 2, 3. All right, so we already know that one, but let's play it again. Now we're closing in on the end of the A part. It's gonna sound like this. Okay, so that starts with your first finger on E. It'll go 1, 0, then to that second finger on A, 2, 0, 1, 2, 1, 0, 0. Okie dokie, so let's try that out. 1, 2, 3, 4. One last time. Okay, stringing together those last two phrases we learned. This is the second line of the A part. Let's give that a shot. Starting with your open A. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we now have the entire A part. Let's play that all the way through. So going back to the beginning, remember it starts on your open A. 1, 2, 3. And now we are going to move on and we're going to learn the B part of the tune. The B part also starts on your open A, and this is how it'll sound. 1, 2, 3. Ending on a little cliffhanger there. Let's try that. So it starts with your open A. It's going to go A, 1, 2, then up to E, 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 back to second finger on A, 2, back to E, and then 1, 3, 3, 2. Okay, let's try that. 1, 2, 3. Last time. So I know you're all wondering, with that cliffhanger ending, what happens next? Well, it happens to be something that you already know. It's from the A part, starts with your first finger on E. You'll recognize this. It goes like this. Oh my gosh! So remember, it starts with your first finger on E. It goes 1, E, then 2, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 1, 1. Let's try that. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. All right, let's try the B part. So far, we're starting on that open A. 1, 2, 3. move on, you're not going to encounter anything new. All of the rest of the tune are phrases that you already know. So this one, again, starts on your open A. It'll sound like this. 1, 2, 3, go. It's that cliffhanger ending again. Let's try that. 1, 2, 3, go. And moving on, we're going to play the last phrase of the B part, which is also the last phrase of the A part. It will go a little something like this. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, let's give that a shot, starting with that first finger on E. Remember this? It goes 1, E, 2, A, 1, 2, 1, A, A. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, let's play those last couple phrases, both of which we already knew, but it's always good to review. So it starts with your open A. 1, 2, 3, go. Alright, that's it. So let's try playing the entire B part, starting from the open A. 1, 2, 3, go. Congratulations, you have now learned 100 pipers. Let's try playing it all the way through. We're going to play it slow, medium, and then fast. Starting from the very beginning on that open A. 1, 2, 3. Again. B part. One more time. All right, let's try it at medium tempo. And this is a fine tempo to play this tune. You don't have to go all the way up to full speed. So let's play it at a nice easygoing pace. 1, 2, 3. And now I know some of you want to go full speed ahead, so let's do it. 1, 2, 3. jolly good show. Let's move on and learn the variation. So the variation is going to have a few little differences. We're going to have a few melodic variations. We're also going to have some double stops, and we're going to play something that's called a roll, which is an ornament using a bunch of little grace notes, really quick notes. We'll take them one at a time. Let's start out with the melodic variation at the beginning of the tune. So normally the tune would start on that open A. The melodic variation is going to start on your open E. Instead of our normal first phrase, we're going to go like this. So it begins differently, ends the same. Starting on that open E, let's try that. It'll go E, then to the third finger on the A, 3, 2, E, 2, 1, O, then down to second finger on D, 2, A. All right, so let's put that whole first phrase together. It's gonna start with that open E, 1, 2, 3. Moving on from there, we're pretty much doing what we did in the normal tune. We're gonna go, but then instead of going, we're gonna go, so it's just your second finger on the A, 2, 1, 1, and it goes into the phrase like this. Tiny little change, but it's just kind of fun. Let's do all of that from the beginning. It'll go like this, starting on your open E. 1, 2, 3. All right, the next phrase is one we're familiar with from the normal tune. Whew. It'll go like this. No surprises there. And now we're at the end of the A part, where we're actually going to play the normal melody, but there's a twist. We are going to throw some double stops in there. And the way we're going to do that is just playing the A and the E string with our bow the entire time we're playing that melody. So if we're playing a finger on the E string, we're going to play the open A below it. Yikes, a little out of tune. And if we're playing a finger on the A string, we're going to play the open E above it. So here's how that will sound. So let's give that a shot. So those are all the changes to the A part. Let's go on to the B. Right off the bat, we're going to start it the same way that we started the A part. So we're starting on an E instead of on an open A. So we're going. The B part also starts with the melodic variation. It's going to go like this, starting on that open E. So that's E, then 3, 2, E, and then 3, 2, E. The next thing we're going to do is a first finger roll. And let's pause for a second and just talk about rolls. This is what they sound like. So sort of like a little bird song. You might be able to hear the birds outside now and again here. A roll is a 5-note ornament. So you start with your principal note. In this case, our principal note is first finger on the E string, so an F sharp. And the 5 notes are going to be the principal note, the note above, the principal note again, the note below, then the principal note again. So it's 1, 2, 1, open 1. Sometimes people will go 1, 3, 1, open 1, and that's fine too. The main idea is you want to actually hold on to that first note a little bit longer and then smoosh all the rest of the notes at the end of the roll. So it's going to go like this. 1, 2, 1, open 1. 1, 2, 1, open 1. So let's try doing that a little faster. It takes some time, it takes some muscle memory development. So basically just do it a whole bunch. Maybe set aside 3 minutes every day when you can annoy your friends and family by playing that ad nauseum. It took me a long time to get rolls, but one day it just clicked. I literally ran into the other room to tell people about it. Okay, so here's where the roll is going to come into the B part. After we play that little melodic variation, we're landing on our first finger on that E string. That's where the roll is going to be. So let's try that. Going on, we're actually not going to encounter anything new in the tune. We're going to go like this. Right here, it's the same as in the A part, just a tiny melodic change. And then going on to the end, normal tune. And then double stops just like we did at the end of the A part. Also, if you want a little help with double stops, I did make a video on a few double stop do's and don'ts, so you can check that out. Okay, that is the entire variation. Let's play it slow, medium, fast. First time through, I'll point out the places where we are making some changes. Okay, starting with that open E, and we're gonna start out with a melodic variation. 1, 2, 3. Change, double stops, melodic variation again. Melodic variation, roll. Double stops. All right, let's try it at a moderate tempo. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And our last time, we're taking it up tempo. 1, 2, 3. That does it, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in for this month's video. Remember that if you want printable sheet music and practice tracks to go along with this lesson, you can get that in the description. You'll get the tune, variation, harmony part, backup parts, and a chord chart. Plus, at that link, you can find a whole bunch of other tunes I teach, and you can vote for videos that you want me to make. Also, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I think that's all the advertising I have for you today, and I hope that you really enjoy this tune. Have a wonderful time playing it, and happy fiddling, everyone. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.